It's Wednesday, June 17th. I ain't been slipping lately. I'm gonna tell y'all. I haven't been slipping.
She do be having to think about it sometimes.
I have to think about it, but I've been doing better. But it is say we are happy to see you all again. Welcome, 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 welcome.
Hello, hello, hello.
I hope you all are doing well.
I'm putting on chapstick. She putting on chapstick. I'm patting down the throat. You know, y'all go on and laugh. You know, we have to do this stuff. We funny. We know how to laugh at our.
We have it took us a little while to get set up today. It was one of those I don't know how to explain that, but it was a day. Situated.
Just one of those days. One of those days. One of those days.
But we happy to see y'all, and we happy to be here. We gonna, before we get the show started, I definitely want to ask Queen how she doing. Check into her, get into her life a little bit. What's going on, Queen?
Oh, Lordy Jesus Christ. Doing good. Always doing good. Like, you know, can't be down. Had my little moment on Sunday, but hey, after a couple of hours, I worship, prayed. I was good again. So, you know, hey. But I'm good. Thank God that it's Wednesday. Happy for family, friends.
Yes.
A lot of stuff going on, so I'm grateful.
It's a lot of stuff going on. We are excited to be back. Y'all, it's much more fun, and it feels more like we're connecting with people when we come into be on with you all. Like to be on Facebook and IG. It feels better. It feels like we're actually talking to people. Beyond just talking to each other. You know. So thank y'all for tuning in and checking us out.
Please comment, y'all, as we doing the show. Comment. Like, it was fun last week to get all the comments and
Happy
everything.
Hump Day week. Happy Hump Day, boo.
We thank y'all.
What's up, Nancy? Thank you for tuning in. Happy Hump Day to you too, honey. Hope you're having an incredible week. This week has been a week. It's definitely been a week. It's been a busy week on the business end, on the home front, getting everything situated with things in the Tally area and making sure that we stay in tune with trying to keep the things that we're doing afloat.
Shout out to Link Up.
Yes. So
shout out to our Link Up team.
Yeah, so it definitely has been a busy week. But it also has been a disheartening week in the Black community as well. So we're going to talk about that a little later in the show. And when I say the Black community, y'all, I mean the Black community.
Yeah.
It has been a really rough time for us the last couple of weeks, and I don't want anybody to think that when we're getting so-called support from other races that support is undeniable, but we don't have to be gracious and thanking y'all and jumping up and down about support, about something literal human rights.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all speaking up on that, it's about time. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that. But just know that we have to continue to stay focused on the fact that we're constantly, this is still happening to us no matter who's supporting us, no matter who's marching with us, no matter what's going on. It's still us in this battle. So I want you guys to just remember that while you all out here doing your thing, whatever way that you're combating things in your time, just remember that this is our battle, and we have to stay focused on the fact that regardless of who's driving in the car with us, who's going walking with us, that there's always a time that we can be hurt regardless because of the color of our skin. So we got to stay on top of that and remember that. I urge everybody, if you out in the streets and you got to go somewhere, y'all travel with a buddy.
Yes.
Definitely have somebody in our area. We know human trafficking hadn't slowed down at all, but because COVID and all that, people had restrictions on how they can do this. But it's happening again. People getting kidnapped. So you guys just take more precaution with your lives, because regardless of how things turn out, sometimes all the precaution you take does not save your life. But at least take the precaution to start doing that. And so, Queen.
Yes. Well, we're sponsored by Shelby's World Podcast. It's sponsored by Shelby's Bistro. Make sure you check out Shelby's Bistro on IG at Shelby's Bistro. Shelby's Bistro and Catering. Make sure you hit the girl up. Chick is Queen is everything, like food, all of that. Good. So check out Shelby's Bistro on. Check out JT Couture as well on IG.
That's
Cosmetics,
right.
hair, fashion, all of that good stuff. Make sure
Studio.
you go studio. Like, we got a lot going on. So make sure you check out J2 Couture also on IG as well. And make sure you check out our sponsors, our creators, our just everything. Check out Freedom Train Podcast.
That's
Hey,
right.
the best podcast shows on this planet. So shout out to Joe, Patrick, and all the other podcasts that's over the that's a part of the Freedom Train Network. So check out Freedom Train Network on
We be lit,
IG
y'all.
as well.
It's
Yes,
very
we do.
entertaining.
It is.
It's very economical. It's very. If you ever looking for black literature, you need to know anything about black people, black power, black struggle, black lives,
Black anything
black. Get on freedomtrainnetwork.com because freedomtrainradio.com because they have On the Shoulders of Giants. And I mean,
everything.
if they don't have what you're looking for, we will get what you're looking for. That's just how dynamic the catalog is. So we promote that heavy because it's very, very feasible to us. And then during this time, we need to be teaching our children anyway about the beautiful black people that have came before them that were powerful, because they hear so much negativity about black people, y'all. So we just got to keep them knowing that it's bigger than that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I did tell you guys that I was going to tell you the next book that I was going to be reading, Stamped from the Beginning. Please check that out. I can't think of the author right now, but check out Stamped from the Beginning. It is good. Do the audio book, whatever. Just make sure you read it, and also make sure your kids are reading, because I'm going to have my son to actually read it while I do the audio version. So Stamped from the Beginning. So that's the book that I was talking about last week, guys. So make sure you check it out. All right, Queen, what's up with the quote of the day and fact of the day?
So
we know it coincide with each other. So what is it?
So we're gonna start off with the fact of the day today, because we just learned that the Quaker, who is the maker of Aunt Jemima, have finally decided, after this woman has been dead for years and years and years, have finally decided to stop using her face. That's interesting. So anywho, Nancy Green's Aunt Jemima brand will now deplete the brand image by the end of 2020. So at the end of 2020, they're saying that they're going to take that brand off of the shelves. Hello, Queen Candance. How you doing, Pooh? They said that they're going to take it off of the shelves. I think this is great. This is great information. How you doing, Mr. Farrell? I think this is great information, y'all, and this is good stuff. But let me say something about this after I say the fact of the day. She was enslaved right before she accepted an employment position and signing a lifetime contract to promote said brand. A lifetime contract is of someone's said life.
Yes.
They've been using this brand beyond the time that this woman died.
A long time.
Beyond.
Yes, a long time.
So our fact of the day is based on the fact that Aunt Jemima will no longer be the face of the Aunt Jemima brand, and the brand may completely deplete at all itself. They may just have to rebrand it as something else, but they're not going to be using her face. So I guess that's a moment in Black history. But once we actually stop seeing the face, we'll celebrate that a little bit harder. So Queen, what you think about that?
When I seen it on the news today, I was like, wow, you just decided to do that? You should have never been using her face in the first place. That's how that's my person.
She signed over. And I know that she did it because she knew that it was a type of employment. But she signed over, did a lifetime contract. So irregardless, as if it was staying good, why was it still happening?
Yeah. I'm going to read more about her. I got to find out a little bit more about her, though. That's a lot.
You said, are there any African-centered schools in Tallahassee? Mr. Farrell asked, are there any African-centered schools in Tallahassee? Now that, I don't know. I don't think so, because I think we'll probably be aware of it. But I do not.
Joe.
We can check with Joe, but I'll check. But I do not think so, Mr. Farrell. But that would be a good way to start some things and get some things going to where we have, at least if it's not a full-time African educational school, they can have a library or an archive where they can go and get that information. So we need to check into that. But they do have the Black Museum archives and things like that at FAMU. But it doesn't have, they have history, but it's not as explicit and as broad as it could be, as it should be. So definitely, but that's why I said, if y'all want to learn things, you can go to our website, freedomtrainradio.com, go to On the Shoulders of Giants, and you can learn as much about African history. And we also, Joe's going to be putting together this link or something to where you may be able to get more books that are not listed. So we want to definitely get that information out to you. If you go on the site and you don't see what you're looking for, let us know. Email us, comment us, let us know. And we'll definitely get that information out to you. Yes. And our quote today is going to come from Brother Malcolm. Love Brother Malcolm, y'all. Says, dealing with the condition itself is not enough. We have to get to the root. We have to get to the root.
Not the root.
The root. So, now, I'm going to tell y'all how the quote and the fact coincide. We knew that the Aunt Jemima brand was racist and stereotypical for a very long time. A way that we could have solved that a long time ago was to not be buying into the brand, get rid of things that stop supporting the brand, doing things to actually to devalue what people make so much money off of us. When they make so much profit off us, we can learn how to stop giving them the profit.
Yeah.
However, we don't. So with this being said, Brother Malcolm said, dealing with the condition itself is not enough. So shaking the tree, because these people knew for a long time they should have stopped doing that. They knew for a long time that representing us in that fashion was no longer acceptable. We don't walk around that way. That's not our fashion statement. It happens when people doing what they do and they've not dressed yet, whatever, but that's not the normal, ordinary black woman. So when they're continuing to do that, that's still being stereotypical. That's still holding us to a standard of we're slaves.
We're still slaves.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that them trying to say now that they see that this is wrong is exactly what's happening to a lot of businesses in America right now, because they're feeling the sting of not being supported. It took all this for them to feel the sting of not feeling supported. And you know that most of your dollars are spent by the lowest grade of people. I'm talking about the lowest percentage of people in this country spend the most money in this country. And you guys are now starting to say stuff because your dollar is at risk. So I encourage everybody to continue buying black if you are. I know we working. Everybody is doing their job trying to get things built up for us, y'all. We don't see it happening in our faces that it ain't no brothers building up grocery stores in their neighborhoods. Don't think because you don't see it in your neighborhood that is not happening. Because these things are happening. There are black-owned toilet tissue companies. There are black-owned hair companies. There are black-owned lots of companies. You just got to do your research and start supporting things that look like you, because that's the way that we're going to affect them. So again, Brother Malcolm said, dealing with the condition itself is not enough. We have to get to the roots of the problem. The roots.
I like that. I like that. Not the root, the roots of the problem.
Yes, Brother Malcolm.
All right, what is our topics today, Queen?
Well, we're going to talk about the black lynching.
Okay.
That's been going on, or the black pretend suicides.
I know that's what they've been saying about too in California.
5 of them now. It's 5 black men now.
Texas.
I can't call out all the states now. Houston, Texas. Wasn't it Texas twice?
I want to say Texas, Kentucky, Kansas City or Kentucky, and I know California had 2.
Okay, so then that would make 5.
And I want to say Manhattan. It was one happened in Manhattan in the park.
Manhattan in the park. That's correct. So that makes 5 lynchings within the past, how many days? 7 days? 7, 8 days? Of black people. And we're being told that these are suicides. Now, let's go back in time a little bit.
Yeah.
Our men have had their balls castrated in front of their family members. Our black men have been, women have had their nipples cut off. Men having their fingers cut off, their nubs cut off in front of their family members. Lynched and hung right in front of them. With all that being said, do you actually think that we are publicly lynching ourselves, Queen?
No. I don't think so at all. I can't, like, well, even when I heard it on the radio the other morning about the two in California, and I want to say one of the sisters actually said that she believed that he did, I was just like, I don't think so.
In the public forum,
like, why? If you want to commit suicide, why would you? Most people that commit suicide, they're not going to do it in a public forum. They're going to do it somewhere, really, that nobody can't really find them for days. So, I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. And it's sad. It's sad that we
gotta travel together.
Yeah. And
this reminded me, when this started happening it reminded me of a woman that went over to the sleepover with her 5 friends. The young black woman went to a sleepover with 5 white friends, and she ended up dead.
Wow.
So, it's stuff like that.
A lot of stuff going on.
It's stuff like that. He said it's 5 men and 1 woman in Georgia. But I didn't even hear about the woman, so I know I gotta get into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna read that tonight.
Thank you very much for that info, Mr. Farrell. We're gonna check into that. Let's send a link. Tap on the screen if you have it. You'll tap and put a link on there for us so we can get right on that ourselves, so we can find out what's going on with that too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, black people are not immune to suicide. No. So we that's not even the argument here whatsoever. The argument here is the public display of suicide. So no, I definitely don't think that that's what's happening. But I also, my mind is not going to allow me to sit up here and get to the point where I'm like, oh my God, this is, because I know that there's something behind this. And anytime that it's so much going on with us right now. So anytime that there is an eye on us, there are more things that are going to happen negative to us than good to us.
And it's been happening like rapidly.
And we've been experiencing so much negativity in the past 3-4 months of this year. And it's exhausting.
It is.
It really is. So
I try not to even really watch TV, listen to the news and stuff, because it's just so much. And I'm trying to have peace. I can read about it, but I have to turn us off. And really, I haven't even really been watching TV as much. I've been watching a lot of like commentator stuff on YouTube and stuff, but I really have not been watching TV. The first thing that I actually watched, last night, Dave Chappelle, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. I watched that, and I was like, that was good. Because
they've always has been deep.
Yeah, and I like how he actually, it wasn't, to me, it wasn't really comedy. It was like putting you up on stuff. This is the way I feel since you say I don't feel where I'm at. And people, we got to stop worried about what these celebrities are doing. What are you doing to make a difference in your community? You can't be worried about what celebrities doing. What are you doing to make the difference in your community?
Because here's the thing. They're doing what they do in their communities. We don't have to worry about or who's benefiting from that stuff. We got to worry about what we can do in our own backyards. And I don't have any expectations from anybody except for myself. I don't care if you're a celebrity or not. I have zero expectations of anybody because I'm not about to let myself down or believe in being let down just because I got expectations. That's crazy. That's not cool, because what you're doing is setting the tone for yourself to be disappointed. Why are we expecting something from someone that we are not giving ourselves? We have to be accountable for us. If you're in your neighborhood and you see things going on and you're not doing anything about it, then you're accountable. You need to hold yourself accountable.
Mm-hmm.
You definitely got to do that. What's up, boo? How you doing, Keita?
There's a lot of stuff going on out here. A lot
Yes.
of stuff that you can be volunteer actually doing. And if you don't have it going on in your community, start it yourself.
And that's easy too.
Start it yourself.
But more than likely,
yourself.
before you even go start up something, there's already something going on.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do is reach out to people. They have all these social media platforms. You can see what's going on.
Yep.
You can definitely get involved. We have, even with Link Up, we don't do a lot of sharing onto social media about what we're doing, but it's happening. So if we doing anything and we want y'all to know, we'll let y'all know. But for the most part, it's more so about the community that's getting from us, or getting that resource, or getting that attention that they deserve, not social media. So,
Yeah.
but if you're looking for a way to get involved, I'm pretty sure you can get involved through social media.
Yeah.
You can definitely find different outlets. You can find different people that are already doing things.
That
So-
will link up with you.
Yes. So if you don't have to go out and recreate the wheel if it's already created. We got to start and honestly educating these kids on their being safe and being protected.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all better start asking y'all kids where they going. These teenagers that's driving, ask questions.
Yes.
Them iPhones have where's my shit
Yeah.
on there for a
Get
reason.
tracking stuff on the phone.
Yes,
all of that
ma'am.
stuff.
I got that all set up. I don't even have an iPhone, but everything come right to my phone when my kids go. I don't care. Call me a stalker. You can say what you want.
That's just good parenting. That's
But
just
baby,
good parenting.
because even if y'all tell me where you are and I know that's where you are, something can happen.
Yeah.
And your phone can still be there.
That's true.
So I just need to know. And if you guys are not checking in on them, we don't want them to be one of these kids that ended up talking about with this bull BS suicide, or the young lady that ended up dead this past week, was missing for a few days.
Yes.
Toyon.
I cannot pronounce her name. I'm so sorry. I cannot pronounce her name.
She's deceased, regardless of her circumstances, regardless of what surrounded her death. She's deceased. And this is all because people are willing to snatch you up and hurt you when we are not around people who can protect us.
I said
So-
that sex trafficking stuff was still going on with the protesting and stuff. It's even heavier.
It's probably even because you got a lot of people out there.
Yeah, out there just looking. The sex traffickers, they roaming around to see who they can catch off guard, to see who's walking back to their car, or walking to that next bus stop, or waiting on. Man,
Correct.
Look, you got to be careful with Lyft and Uber and all of those people as well, because you really don't know who they are either.
Correct.
You don't know who they are.
Correct.
So you really got to be careful. And that young lady was getting a ride from somebody that she thought was a man of God. Look, I love God.
I don't listen.
But you cannot believe everything somebody
And
says.
irregardless, you gotta
if
know
they are,
people
you
now.
gotta
And
know.
like that's what I'm talking about. Conversations with your children, because she was still a child. Regardless of that situation. And not only that, when we're here, the more you learn of the situation, it's more disheartening, and it gets more sadder and sadder by the day, because you learn she was sexually assaulted. She was assaulted by family members. This baby had a lifetime of misery.
Going on.
So at 19 and already dealing with all of that. So if we don't start getting into the lives and the minds of our children, we will be the ones that's around here crying in the end. And that's sad, y'all. You really just got to be more informed and stop sitting up here being friendly, thinking that everybody got your best interest at heart.
Because they don't.
Yeah. Very, 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 very valuable. Remember that. So even if they don't want your organs and they want something that you're offering. So just be careful and be mindful.
Be mindful.
I don't even let my daughter go to the grocery store no more alone. Like I just can't. We saw a video and I had to show her, and I think that even put her more in a tone of like, it really made her. Oh my God, my mama is
like she's for
real. I immediately, when I saw the video, I sent it to the house like, Jay, do you see this? No more grocery store runs, no more deliveries by yourself, no more nothing. If nobody's with you, you won't be doing it.
You won't do it.
And that's point blank period. She saw that video and she was like, Mommy, I can't believe what I just saw.
Yeah. It's crazy.
They stalked this girl, put her stuff in her, put her groceries in the car, stalked her, and then one guy got into her back seat. This is what happens when you pop all the locks when you go into your car. They got into the back seat of the car. The one guy did, and so whatever he did something to dishevel her, get her to the point where she was not able to, or anything. When he got in the car, he took her attention away to the point where another man walked around the car and got inside the driver's side and drove off. They both drove off in her car. She was at a grocery store.
Wow.
We got to be careful.
You got to.
And that leads us to our next topic, because one thing about us in general is that we love us some black women, because guess what we are?
Whatever you want to call it, yellow, red,
you fall up under the realm of black. No matter what form of black, you black. I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm blackity black, and I'm black.
And I don't want to be nothing else. I never wanted to be anything else but what I am. I love who I am, and I wish a lot of.
Oh, he said it was from 2018. It was in Georgia, but here was the link. He still put the link up. He said it was from Thank you for that info, Mr. Farrell.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. I hadn't even heard about that.
That one. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, in every situation, I'm probably gonna smile a lot during this conversation, because in every situation, you're gonna have a woman busting up out the back, ready to throw down about our people.
Strong black woman.
Strong
black. You don't want to touch with. You don't want no trouble with the black woman. You don't want no trouble with that black woman.
I'm telling you. And we're gonna always stand out on the front lines for ours, y'all. That's just what we do. That's what we
always do. Our men, our children, just everybody. We always do. Strong black woman.
So, with that being said, I want to give a little bit of a description for y'all. I want y'all to put this in y'all mind real quick. Story time. So, you are walking down the street. You see a group of women. They start fighting. You walk up to the group of women. It's a black man. You walking up to the group of women. You see all of them black women. And in the midst of this fight, they're hollering and screaming about the color of the black that they are. I'm lighter. I'm caramel. I'm black chocolate. The darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I'm pecan tan. I'm butter pecan. All kind of stuff. And the man said to the women, "Are y'all fucking serious right now? Are y'all serious right now? Can y'all please just stand up for a minute? Can I just say something to you?" And the women looked at him like, "Who you talking to? What you gotta say?" Because we give the attitude, baby. Especially if you finna check us. So, in the midst of this, the man, as they getting up, he helping dust them off, fixing their shoulders, putting the ponytails back up, helping with the wigs, getting their hair together. And all he said to these women was, "Black is beautiful." And the women looked at him and was like, "We know that." And he said, No, you cannot know that. There's no possible way that you can even believe that, know that, feel that, have any connection to that, because of the expressions and the things that you're doing and the derogatory statements you putting on for the streets right now, the things that you showing the world. You possibly cannot know that. And they got more attitude. "You ain't gonna tell us. You can't tell me. I know who I am." One woman stood right there and make a noise, but she was the strongest looking one. I looked like she was beating everybody up in the fight. And she got up and she said, "Y'all got to hush. Just listen to the man. It's a reason why he stopped us. We was about to tear each other damn brains out. For what? And all he said is black is beautiful, and we arguing with that.
He didn't call you beautiful.
And in the midst of that, the conversation shifted to them being more positive toward each other. And the man walked away, felt like his work was done. Down the street a little further, this man got into his home, carried on his life. These black women were left with thoughts, bigotry, condescending statements, things, hatred, beating themselves up, hatred, all kind of thoughts because of one statement, black is beautiful. Black is beautiful. Everybody took that black is beautiful is my black, just mine is beautiful. And if that's the problem with our society, us as black people have to realize when we form our alliances, we're still black people. We still are formed together as one. And if we continue to be separate, we're still black people.
At the end of the day.
So what better way to be black people than to be black people together?
All together. No matter if you pecan, tan, you yellow, you red, you black, you purple, it don't matter. You still black. You still black. And then he say black is beautiful. You don't get mad. Well, thank you, brother. Thank you, King.
But it'd be the little, it'd be the smallest things,
stuff,
and that it was looked over the whole time because we still so caught up in the small things when it's a whole bigger picture. So all I want to do is remind y'all that there's always a bigger picture. Women, y'all keep doing y'all thing. Black women, keep showing y'all muscle. Keep being the gods and goddesses that y'all are. Keep being the strength that you are in the relationship. Men, my black brothers, my black men, keep standing y'all ground. Yes. Keep making a way. Keep forcing y'all way in even when nobody wants you there.
Take no for an answer.
We love y'all. We stand with y'all. We support y'all.
Don't take no for an answer. Do not take no for an answer. Keep pushing. Keep pushing.
You got some closing remarks from Queen?
I always be on the mindset. Mindset, change the mindset. Once you change your mindset, you will change your life. You will change your life. But y'all be safe out here. There's so much going on, but we got to continue to be safe. We got to continue to have each other's backs because, the other race, they don't want to see us win. They really don't want to see us win. But us as the black race, we need to be able to see each other win, be happy for one another winning. I want to be happy for you when you winning. I want to be happy for that person when I'm winning. I need you to be happy for me. We need to truly support one another, be there for one another. And man, look, them affirmations, I always got to tell you, go to them affirmations. When you start thinking different, your life will change for you.
That's right.
Trust and believe it. I am a living witness, so I won't be telling you this if I didn't do it myself. But be careful out here in these streets. If you're going to be protesting, as Queen said earlier, look, get you a buddy. Get somebody. Be in a group. Look, let it be 4, 5 of y'all together.
Definitely.
Like we used to be in high school. We used to be piled up in one little car. Sitting on top of each other.
That's right. We ain't go nowhere alone. We couldn't because this always been going on, y'all. This always been going on.
It ain't nothing new. It's just real. It didn't been brought to more people's attention now, but sex trafficking been going. It's been going on.
It's been going on, y'all. It's been going on. We just be safe. Do not just be safe. With so much going on, we don't know who's doing the trafficking. We don't know who's doing any of this. We don't know who's doing the kidnapping. We do not know. At all. So that basically says you can't trust people. You can't trust anybody out there. If you ain't already got these people in your circle, stop. Don't invite them in right now. This is not the time to be friendly.
And your kids really need to be careful because kids are actually inviting other kids to house parties and stuff like that. And they're actually ended up taking those kids to the houses that's empty, and sex traffickers are there gathering children up and taking them also. Man, look, you have to be you got to be careful. This is no time to be playing around with what's actually going on out here because it's serious out here, y'all.
You got to be careful. I always be with somebody. That's literally. I know a lot of times y'all want to sneak off and do y'all own thing because y'all don't want nobody to know what y'all doing. Cool. But you better tell somebody something. You better send an address.
Me and my
you better do something.
Do that all the, we was doing this like it when cell phones hit.
I can remember.
They don't live in Tallahassee. And every time one of them would go meet a new dude, she would text. She would text us, "Look, this is car.
Yeah. Pictures of cars. This is license plate numbers.
This
everything.
is the house. Such as it was another house across the street. That I mean, like she sent me and another friend details. Like, and she was already talking to one of us, if not both of us, on the phone at the same time.
While she
driving there. So even though I was here, she was where she was, and the other one was where she was. We always knew where each other was, and two of us was single, the other wasn't. She wasn't. So we always like, girl, text me when you get from out of there, or call me, let me know that. Crazy, you better be on that phone texting. Like,
I'm 30. I just stopped traveling for work last year, and my mama still needed to know the address of where I was going, the hotel I was at, like everything. My mama needed to know. Anytime I got on the road, anytime I took a plane trip, where you at, what time you got there. It's things you just gotta communicate.
Yeah.
Frequently communicate with people while you out and doing stuff. And just if all possible, just take somebody with you. I really urge everybody to get strapped up too. If you ain't got no
get you a permit.
Felonies,
go get you a permit.
I mean, get your permit, of course, but you know, if you don't have any felonies, go get you a gun, register, because you know, everybody don't know that you strapped up, you know, so they might run up on you and then get tasers. They got all kinds of things. Y'all got to start protecting yourselves. So we definitely got to start protecting ourselves. Men, always, I know y'all are protectors, but don't be standing around watching no women get beat on. Don't be standing around watching none of that bullshit. We're not even going to allow this, what's happening right now, where they trying to separate men and women. The black men and women are starting to form alliances and stuff now. And people trying to jump in there and separate that. It's not about to happen. So we still stand with y'all just like y'all stand with us. Exactly. Don't fall back into that trap.
It's time for us to come together.
Don't fall back into that trap.
The family unit, the black man being the head, the woman being up under him, and just leading that family into what the greatness that we are, because we are great people.
That's right.
The skin that you live in, that got this melanin, and you are a great person. You are a kings and queens, and we got to start living like that, y'all. We got to live that abundant life. We can live an abundant life, but we've got to start really taking the time to really just look. We can't be. It's time for the crabs in the barrel. It's time for that to stop.
But you already know why crabs in the barrel don't make it normal habitat is. So when the people get pushed into a habitat that's not of their own, everybody finally get out that mud. But again, let's remember, stay positive, stay safe, keep your mindset open, keep your mindset clear, pay attention to your surroundings, make sure just kids, everything, y'all keep talking to the kids
when they out and about. And look, even talk to the neighbor kids. Some people don't like it, but even talk to the neighbor kids. Like, just shoot them. Look, y'all be careful out here. You know, keep an eye. Even if you don't have kids, you see your neighbor kids. Keep an eye on those kids, because it's somebody watching those kids.
It's somebody watching.
Know.
People watching every move.
Yeah,
it's somebody watching. It's people just watching.
Even start taking you a different route to home and work. Switch it up a couple of times throughout the week.
Or leave early, leave later, early. It's just do things differently, and it's a shame that we got to do that, but it has to be done.
Yeah.
Irregardless of the way you feel like it shouldn't be in this world right now, it's already that way. Let's adapt and make things better for us and our children, because while we out here trying to live our lives and have fun, we got people that depend on us. So if we don't make it back to them, that's it. That's all. So we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all stay safe. We'll definitely see y'all next Wednesday. And if y'all want to be on the show, want to ever join in on our lives, just let us know. Comment, jump in and let us know, y'all. But we love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next week, Queen.
Bye.
Peace.